Hey everybody. So I have my friend Liz here, and I just wanted to share that if you've been following me for a while, you know I talk a lot about community. If you haven't followed me and you're just new, well, we are in this community together. So working online doesn't have to be by yourself. You can get a lot of support. So biz Liz has her own business. I have mine, but we're actually in a group that we meet every 2 weeks and we literally share ideas like what's working for you, what's new with Instagram that we all need to figure out. So it's not alone. So, Liz, if you wouldn't mind sharing a little bit about yourself and just yeah, telling us what you're about.
Okay, sure. Hi everyone. I'm Liz and see, I like she said I'm also working online basically on social media and I'm loving it. Beforehand, I was actually in the CAD department for a national home builder that I worked for like 6 years, I think collectively. And I mean, for the most part, it was good and great. And, over time, I just, it's very easy to get burnt out in that kind of job. But you kind of just accept it because, it is what it is. Everyone has to deal with their workload, like whatever. But I don't know, I just see people that have been there for years being like mistreated and undervalued and not getting paid what they're worth, and people who went to school for that, and I'm just sitting here like halfway done with school thinking, is it really worth all this if this is all I'm going to get stuck in the same position just for like a few extra bucks? And now we're
Yeah.
like, yeah, there's a lot that led up to it, but that's kind of like the
Okay.
majority. And then I'm like, I never actually thought about leaving, but I did. I'm like, no, even though I was making the most I have ever made before, I'm like, I still need something else. So I was looking for a side job. And long story short, I came across this opportunity and then I was just dramatic and left my job, told them that I was tired of them treating people like shit. Oh, sorry. And
Yeah. I
and
was a lot.
like even though I don't hate them, like I wasn't happy there anymore. And my husband can attest to that because I came home complaining and like pissed off every night.
Yeah.
And so yeah, and which is totally out of character for me, but that's what
Yep.
I did, and it felt
Uh,
so empowering.
did you
And I
just like
just
give your notice like without even thinking about it? You're just like, I'm done.
like I just felt like this really strong feeling that I should just leave now. And I like talked to my husband about it. And then yeah, I went in on a Monday and I talked to my manager, and yeah, I just told him like I'm putting my 2 weeks in. And like we're both like crying because me and my manager and my team, we're all like really close. Like I'm so close to
Yeah.
them. I go and visit them sometimes.
Yeah.
But I just told them like, other people, I don't like the way that they're handling things, and like I just can't do it anymore, and I'm not going to sit here and watch it. So yeah, that's so I
That
did.
breaking
But even though
point.
that was hard, like I felt very freeing and empowered, and like, oh my gosh, I just did that, me.
Yay.
But yeah,
Um,
that's a little bit of my story.
Super terrifying, but so empowering. I know when I quit my job, it was like the same, really uncharacteristic because I literally just quit without like, didn't even plan it. It just had reached a bad point and I was like, I am done. But it's like when you hit that breaking point, like we all know there's something more. So,
Yeah,
with
exactly.
so flipping into like what we're doing now, which I guess just to share a little bit more, if you're new, we do high ticket affiliate marketing. So we match the right product with the right audience on Facebook and Instagram using like ads. We also do organic. So it doesn't have to be ads, but that's basically what we do. Which if
Yeah.
you want to know more, definitely I'll drop a link below in the captions. Like you can hit that or you can definitely message me. But so now to talk about what we're doing, what is one or multiple things that you have gained from doing this?
Oh, so much. I think like at first it was just that aspect of like personal growth for me because like I was working on my mindset before I even like found this opportunity, which I think helped me understand more the importance of it and like knowing and believing that I could do it
Hmm.
because yeah, Liz before would be like, oh no, I can't do this. That's for other people. Like, I don't know how to do any of this stuff. Like, I'll just stick to what I know how to do. But yeah, just that personal growth, strengthening my mindset and my confidence has grown a lot too because like contrary to popular belief, people on social media like we don't have all the confidence in the world no matter
No, it's so
what you
hard
see.
because we all start getting all these comments half the time. I mean, most of them are good, but occasionally you get the shitty one and you're like,
Yeah,
am I really that bad of a person? It's like, no.
exactly. But yeah, I think that part was the first thing that like I gained from doing this. That I mean, I was gaining before, but I gained even more from doing this
Yeah.
because you don't grow unless you like act on something or do something, which is what I did. And also, I think just gaining the support of like what you opened this up with was the community. Like I usually I'm just so used to doing things by myself and just having
Yes.
to deal with that and like, well, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. But actually leaning on a coach and a group and a whole community of other people who are, doing their own businesses and just how supportive everyone
Yeah.
is like pretty insane to me because you think that's just a thing people say, but no, like it's for real.
Yeah.
And I love it because it helps you grow more and thrive more in your business, which everyone needs and a lot of people don't have. So I think yeah, that and of course like my time freedom that I've been able to have since
Yes.
starting. Like I've been on like so many trips since I started my business. Like usually if I do take a trip, it's just with my family like once a year maybe. But yeah, been
Yeah.
to places I've never been to before and having more time to spend with my family has been amazing. So yeah, that time and financial freedom is huge.
Yes. That and then like you said the community, yeah, like nobody has secrets in our group. I mean, we all have our own business, but it's like there's enough people out there that, you know, I'm not afraid to tell Liz or Liz is not afraid to tell me like, hey, you should really be trying this. Like I've been doing this and this has been working. Like there are no secret like it's you can ask and people are so open to just share like what's working for them. Yeah, it's really
Yeah,
cool.
which is was also surprising to me because I would be like, oh, people have their own business doing this thing that
Yeah.
you feel like you want to keep your own thing. Like no, but
Yeah.
everyone wants each other to succeed, and
I would have thought
yeah,
before I
it's great.
started, it was, I was in corporate, um, doing something very similar to Liz, and everybody like that environment was so much more like, oh, I'm not going to share with you what's working for me or how to help you do your job better. And then I came doing this and I thought this would be people not sharing, and it's completely opposite. So very cool.
Complete opposite.
Yeah, it's wild. Um, okay, so last question I have for you is what would you say to somebody who's on the fence that maybe like what you said earlier, your earlier Liz was like, no way I could do this. I'm not like one of those people. Like, what would you say to those people that are like, I don't know if I can do this?
Oh, well, I mean, I used to be one of you, so I understand. Other than saying just do it, like there's no harm in like just learning about it and trying. Like there's a free webinar you can
Yep.
talk to Lydia about, and that's completely free just to learn about more how what we do and how that can work for you and your situation and what you want out of life. And there's also like a dollar trial, like
Yeah.
that you get full access to literally everything that we do, which I haven't found in any other like
No.
platform that I have tried out, which I have tried things out in the past before. So,
Yeah.
and, but like, I think the most important thing is you just have to ask yourself, like, what is really holding you back? Because it's the things that keep us from doing anything, like how I was before, like fear always held me back. Fear of, the unknown is common, and like doubting yourself and all those things. You have to like, yeah, you kind of got to get deep and like really
Yeah.
recognize and like own what it is that is scaring you from even just trying and seeing how this could literally change your life. And because the only person that's holding you back is you. And yeah, it's kind of a deeper thing, but also an easy thing. And you just have to do it and try it out. And if you decide that it's not a fit for you, then you know that you tried and all you did was, you know, I wouldn't call it wasting your time because you're learning about something that could make a difference in your life. So there's
Yeah.
really nothing to lose and everything to gain, which sounds cliche, but it's so true.
No, it
Like,
is so true.
let's do it.
Oh, you're so right. Because, like, literally, okay, so everybody I've talked to in our group, in our community, it kind of all comes back to the same thing of like, what is it really? And it is deeper. And it's like, not that, um, like superficial, like I can't be one of those people. It's like, for me, it was the same thing. Like, I don't think I'm going to be good enough at this. I don't think people are going
Yeah,
to like me. It's whatever it is, like, you just have to dig in. And Liz already mentioned, but like I mentioned earlier too, the caption below, there's a link that goes to that free web class that if you don't want to talk to me and you want to figure out what it's about, you can definitely go check that out. Or if you want to talk to me, you can definitely shoot me a DM. But if it's for you, like, it's a $1 trial for a week. So you can literally come in and see everything that we're using, like everything we're using for like $1, which, I mean, it's $1. So you probably spend more on Netflix a
exactly.
month than, yeah.
Yeah, you spend more on your coffee you get in the
Yeah.
morning, when you make a stop at a gas station, the extra whatever on your burrito or anything you do when you go out to eat.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's that cheap.
It's like, why not? So definitely check the link or send me a DM. And I hope you enjoyed meeting Liz, who's part of our community. And yeah, thanks everybody.